Usually a massive gathering of the top cheerleaders and dancers in the state, the big stage, the state meet, is now virtual. We'll show you what we mean in this featured story, presented by Edward Medical Group.
On January 27th, the IHSA announced several sports, including dance and cheerleading, would resume after almost a year on hiatus due to COVID-19. The highly anticipated announcement was a relief for many teams, but also a stressful one as there wasn't much time to prepare for their season.
It went from 0 to 100. So we went from, hey, this isn't probably going to happen, to, hey, this is happening, and not only is this happening, but you're going to have a state series as well. So you've got 5 weeks to do the amount of training, that we usually take months to prepare for.
The Wildcat head coaches admit their heads were racing, but knew they needed to step up for their team.
Me and Kathy, we always say that it starts from the top. So we had to readjust our attitudes and our mindsets, and then it trickled down from our seniors who are core leaders on the team, and then our team followed suit.
The Wildcats' motto this year was "Make It Count." The 2019 state champion Naperville North dance team took a similar approach to an uncertain season.
When we first got the news that we were having the season back, we talked a lot about a team of just making the most of what we did have, what was in our control. What was in our control is that we had the opportunity to compete, and we were so lucky to be one of the sports that was granted the opportunity for a state series.
Both teams recently competed in the IHSA state series, but this year's meets were different from years past. For starters, competitions were held virtually, with teams having to submit the routines as a video instead of performing live. In addition, all teams had to wear masks during their routines.
You couldn't show any type of emotion from your face. So we tried implementing our emotion through like our chest, our back, and other moves throughout the dance that could really show our emotion, even though you can't see like our smiles or anything like that.
Both teams also implemented social distancing in the routines as much as possible because of health guidelines.
Well, the biggest part was we didn't get to stunt today, so our routine was more focused on the tumbling aspect and the jump aspect versus, the stunting, which is such a huge part of a cheerleading routine.
Dance and cheer teams also had to evaluate the routines with a more critical eye since they were not able to get live feedback from judges.
I would say the majority of my time when I was not teaching or coaching was watching back those videos, seeing where we could make improvements, things that were going really well, just so we could best prepare for that next week's worth of taping.
Despite all the hurdles and uncertainty, both teams brought some hardware home this season. The Wildcats cheer squad won the DVC championship, and the Huskies dance team won the Geneva sectional. Both finished in the top 10 in their respective sport, with Neuqua Valley finishing 4th and Naperville North grabbing 6th place.
They were just so used to so many letdown. It was just letdown after letdown after letdown, and they just kind of kept pushing through it. And so, like Brandon said before, the make it count was what really stood out to them. They didn't know, was this going to be the last time that they were going to tape something? Would they have another opportunity to tape something? So they literally just made it count every time they stepped on that mat.
And to come out still being 6th place in the state after being transitioned to a virtual world is absolutely insane, and I couldn't be more excited and proud of them.
4 other local teams made state qualifying performances as well. Neuqua Valley, Bennett Academy, and Waubonsie Valley in dance, along with Naperville Central and Matea Valley in cheer. With football games returning in the spring, both dance and cheer still have some more chances to show off their routines in this unforgettable year. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Christian Canizal.